Hello and welcome to Hearthstone Top 5. My name is Benjamin here, and today we'll be discussing the top 5 insane or terrible cards from the Descent of Dragon expansion. This expansion is by far the most power-crept OP expansion I think since ever. So let me make it quite clear in terms of how we're going to be rating their cards. Cards either fall into one of two categories. Either cards that people think that are OP, I think are terrible, will be put on the list, or cards that people think are terrible or not so good, I think have the potential to be OP meta defining. In essence, this is a show to discover the hidden gems and the shows that shows you which cards are grossly overrated. Honestly, it's only one card that's going to be overrated, but you'll see. So as usual, before we go through the review of the Descent of Dragon expansion, we're going to be looking at the previous expansion, and then we will look at the review to see just how accurate I was last time of the Saviours of Uldum. Alright, boys and girls, let's get started with the review. At number 5, we have Pit Crocolisk. Looking back at this card, I'm still hoping it's going actually, who am I kidding? Now this expansion is going to be absolute garbage. And truth be told, 5 damage didn't matter because it cost 8 damn mana, and I was wrong. Okay, terrible. At number 4, we have High Priest Ahmet. I said this card was going to be terrible, and my prediction was terrible. This card was busted. It was insane. Oh my goodness. The amount of OTKs and combos and stuff that High Priest Ahmet was able to justify, create, and enable made this card absolutely insane. So I was off in the prediction yet again of it being terrible. Number 3, we have Temple Berserker. I said this card was going to be insane, and it turned out to be pretty damn playable in the Quest Paladin deck and even in some of the Warrior decks. As expected, I'm going to give Temple Berserker the insane category because it was played and it's still being played in some tier 2 decks and maybe even one tier 1 deck. I'm not too sure. I think definitely some tier 2 decks. So yes, Temple Berserker, insane. At number 4, we have number 2, we have Octo Zombie. Octo Zombie has a very fascinating story. It was played initially in those quite Temple Warrior decks, being able to refuel, being able to sort of refuel after you play all of your cards in your hand. You play Octo Zombie, draw a whole bunch. But then it started to slowly get phased out, and now it's entered the realm of irrelevancy again. It turned out it had a nice peak, and then it dropped down to the abyss of garbage. So no. At number 1, we have Puzzle Bugs of Yokes. And as expected, this card was pretty damn good.
Oh man. What? He got 3! That's actually really good. Oh, that's really good. How did he just gain armor? Oh, that's... okay. This is insane. Oh, bite.
Puzzle Box of Yokes is definitely in the insane category because, as expected, it bails you out of many situations where you just trust and hope in RNGesus. And this does it for the review. I got 2 out of 5 right. So, so let's see what the new expansion, Descent of Dragon's top 5 insane or terrible cards will be. At number 5, we have Depth Charge. A 1 mana 0/5 minion with the effect of, at the start of your turn, deal 5 damage to all other minions. Honestly, I didn't even want to put this card on the list because when I first saw it, I thought Depth Charge is an absolutely bonkers, insane, aggro killing card. So I thought, why bother? This list is more specialized to find the hidden gems. And then I looked at the reviews of other people, I looked at the public opinion of this card on Reddit, and I thought, what madness has compelled people to think that this card, Depth Charge, is merely just okay, maybe not as good as Doomsayer. It's crazy. Let me explain to you why Depth Charge is busted. You can play this card on turn 1. This shuts out so many other turn 1 plays. If you go first and you play Depth Charge turn 1, your opponent can't play their turn 1 play. What can I do? They play their turn 1 play. Next turn, wham! The board is wiped. Depth Charge stores so much better than Doomsayer because this is a multiple turn stalling card. Depth Charge is so good that arguably it might be even better than Doomsayer. I know. I'm saying some blasphemous things right now, aren't I? Come at me on Twitter. The Ben Hero, but don't do that, please. Depth Charge for me, it's easily the card on this list with the most potential of being insane, and I think it is actually already insane. And the only reason why it's on this list is just to highlight it to all those haters out there that don't see the beauty of this lovely barrel. And this is why Depth Charge is at number 5. Okay, this is going to be my most controversial item on this list, but something tells me in my soul, Benjamin, don't be a coward. On number 4, the cards on this list is going to be the Treant Druid package. I'm saying that the Treant Druid package is overrated and it's not going to be a tier 1 deck as people expect. Yes, I'm putting on a list saying that Treant Druid is going to be terrible to the extent, hear me out, that it's not going to be a tier 1 OP deck. A lot of people are saying Treant Druid is going to be powerful because of his new legendary, their Treenforcements, their, was it Breeder, the 2-mana card, and the Aeroponics, the draw card. It looks good on paper, but because this expansion is so stacked, I mean hideously stacked with so many good, powerful cards and decks like the Galacron Shaman, I just don't see Treant Druid being a tier 1 deck. I think it's going to be at best a tier 2 deck, and it's not going to be as good as many people expect it to be. Hot take, I know. I love Druid. I played a lot of Treant Druid before. I played a lot of Token Druid before. But this expansion has too many powerful cards for Treant Druid for me to be a tier 1 deck. And this is why I'm gonna say it's gonna be terrible to the extent that it's not gonna be a tier 1 deck. And that's why the Treant Druid package is on this list. At number 3, we have we have by far my favorite card of this expansion, and that is Nozdormu the Timeless, a 4-mana 8/8 battle cry. Set each player's mana crystals to 10. How can this card not be on this list? How can this card not be on this list? Even this card is literally going to be bloody amazing, meta defining. It's going to make dual big paladin absolutely, as they say in our country, England, bonkers. Or it's going to be absolute travesty because ramping your opponent to 10 mana is going to be terrible. However, but you have an 8/8 for 4 mana. Even if your opponent is able to somehow make use of those 10 mana crystals, next turn you still have an 8/8, and you can make better use of those 10 mana crystals because your deck is specialized for Nozdormu. The only downside, the only downside about Nozdormu is that it is a bit hard to search within your deck. You have to create a call to adventure deck, meaning you can't have any minions below 3, you can't have any 1, 2, 3, or even 4 mana minions. And trying to make any good tier 1, and maybe even tier 2 deck without having a 1, 2, 3, 4 mana minions other than Nozdormu is gonna be a bit awkward. This is why it's a big downside, and if you don't draw your win condition of Nozdormu the Timeless a 4-mana 8/8, then whatever deck you're building around is gonna bloody fall apart pretty damn hard. But I still see a lot of potential in Nozdormu the Timeless, and this is why I think this card has the potential to be absolutely insane. At number 2, we have another controversial card pick and opinion, and that is Fate Weaver. I think this card's actually garbage. See, you thought I was only gonna put one garbage card on the list, but no, we have 2, and that is Fate Weaver. Hear me out, put your pitchforks down, let me explain. Fate Weaver is a 4-mana 3/6 Dragon Priest minion with the effect, if you have invoked twice, you may discard all cards in your hand by 1. Think of Emperor Thaurissan, you get 1 tick, and then you're done. On paper, Fate Weaver seems like an excellent, fun, great card to go and play, until you realize it is in Priest, and Priest has gotten really weird dragon cards compared to the other classes. And in my opinion, I think people realize that Fate Weaver, just having your card discounted by 1, isn't the biggest deal. And the fact that you have to invoke twice means that you really cannot play Fate Weaver on turn 4 the way you want to. And even then, it's only 1 round of discount ticks. When Emperor Thaurissan was first announced and unveiled, people thought it was an absolute bonkers card, absolute broken. Every control class is gonna play Emperor Thaurissan. Emperor Thaurissan came out, it turned out the Emperor was merely just a good card, and it wasn't so meta-breaking and meta-defining as people thought. It turns out having to pay a quite high cost to discard your cards isn't the best deal out there. And with Fate Weaver, you really have to wait some time until you invoke twice, and you hope to draw your early invoke cards so you can get Fate Weaver active and online. And even then, it's not gonna be as good as people think. People think it's like a 5-star auto-include amazing dragon. I think it's good, but not that good. And that's why I'm putting on the terrible list, i.e. the overrated list. I'm saying Fate Weaver was absolute garbage, but it's nowhere near as good as people expect, and this is why I suspect people will realize that Fate Weaver is a bit overrated, and that's why it's at number 2. At number 1, we have the card I believe people are going to be crying and complaining about in this coming meta, and that is Skyclaw, a 3-mana 1/2 mech with the effect of giving all other mechs +1 attack, and it has a battle cry of summoning 2 1/1 Microcopters, and which are also mechs. Essentially, this card will summon 2 2/1 minions with another 1/2 body, which gives all other mechs +1, in addition to those other 2/1 minions. Insane! Absolutely insane! For 3 mana! And you can follow it up with a Goblite Tech, a 4-mana, a 3-mana 4/4 charge. You're crazy. When I first saw this card, I thought it said Death Rattle, summon 2 1/1s. And I thought, I guess that's still alright for 3 mana. But the fact that this is Battle Cry, and having such a wide board, Skyclaw, I think is hidden secretly one of the best cards, or the best card of this expansion, because of its versatility, its aggro potential, and the ability to go wide on turn 3 and to really give and to boost all of a mech +1 attack. Okay, I have to contain myself. Skyclaw, I think, is by far the card that has easily the most potential to be as insane as possible, and none of people are putting this card on the top 5, top 3 list on the biggest potential, on the biggest sort of hidden boring card to come out of the set of dragons to really upset and shake up the meta. And this is why Skyclaw, for me, easily is one of the most busted cards released so far, and I will highly think it will make a lot of people cry in the future. And this is why, for those sweet, sweet tears, it's why Skyclaw is at number 1. And that's it. Thank you as usual for watching till the end and your support in the comments, letting me know your opinions, your suggestions, and what you really hate or love about it is always welcome. So please, again, let me know what you liked about it, and also really let me know what your sort of top cards are of this expansion, because it is so far easily the most powerful expansion they have ever released in Hearthstone history, and I'm really curious to see if there's any sort of hidden gems I might have missed. Yes, and as always, thank you for being awesome, and thank you for the support over these years, and let's continue to move forward, be awesome, and keep on smiling. And for now, stay awesome. I'll see you next time. Adios.